हरे कृष्ण। जय राधा माधव कुंज बिहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दना व्रज जननी यमुनतीरावनचारी। जय राम कुंज विहारी। जय गोपी जन वल्लभा गिरिवरधारी। यशोदनन्दना व्रज जननी Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Jai Radha Kunti Janavallabha Radha Jai Radhika Kartika Bhavana Jai Jai Radhika Kartika Bhavana Om Vishnupada Brahmansa Parivrajaka Acharya Kashtotra Sahasri Srimad Bhaktivedanta Swrupada Ki Jai Kote Ki Hare Krishna, reading from Srimad Bhagavatam, Canto 3, Chapter 33, text number 15. 3:33:15. Okay. Prajapate kardamasya tapo yoga vijrumbitam swa swagrahastayam anu anupamyam swagrahastayam naupamyam parartyam वैमानिकैरपि प्रार्थ्यं वैमानिकैरपि प्रजापत्य प्रजापतिः कर्दमस्य तपो योगा विजृम्भितम् स्वागृहस्थायाम् अनुपाम्यम् प्रार्थ्येयं वैमानिकैरपि Translation and purpose is worthless to the home of the householder, the home and household paraphernalia of Kardama, who was one of the Prajapatis, was developed in such a way by the dint of his mystic powers of austerity and yoga that his opulence was sometimes envied by those who travel in the outer space in aeroplanes. I repeat the translation. The home and household paraphernalia of Kardama, who was one of the Prajapatis, was developed in such a way by the dint of his mystic powers of austerity and yoga that his opulence was sometimes envied by those who travel in the outer space in aeroplanes. Purport. The statement in this verse that Kardamuni's household affairs were envied by even the persons who travel in outer space refers to denizens of heaven. Their airships are not like those we have invented in the modern age, which fly only for one country to another. Their aeroplanes were capable of going from one planet to another. There are many such statements in Srimad Bhagavatam from which we can understand that there were facilities to travel from one planet to another, especially in the higher planetary system. And who can say that they are not still traveling? And who say that they are not still traveling? Okay. The speed of our aeroplane and the space vehicle is very limited, but as we have already studied, Kardamuni traveled in outer space in the aeroplane, which was like a city, and he journeyed to see all different heavenly planets. That was not an ordinary aeroplane. Not an airplane. Nor was it ordinary space travel, because Kardamani was such a powerful mystic yogi. His opulence was envied by denizens of heaven. Om Ajnanaatimirandasya Jnananjanashalaakaya Chakshurmilitam Yena Tasmai Sri Gurave Namaha. Sri Chaitanya Manobishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahyam Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Sri Guru Sri Yudapadakamalam Sri Gurun Vaishnavanscha Sri Rupam Sagrajatam Sagana Raghunatam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadutam Parijana Saitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Sri Radha Krishna Padam Sadhana Lalita Sri Vishakhanvitamscha He Krishna Karuna Sindhu Dinabandhu Jigatpate Gopika Kanta Radha Kanta Namostute Tapta Kanchana Gaurangi Radhi Vrindavaneshwari Vrishabhanu Sute Devi Pranamami Haripriye Jai Sri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadara Sri Vasadi Gaura Bhakta Vrinda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama 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 Hare Hare Mukam Karoti Vacharam Gangam Gayate Girim Yat Kripatam Vande Sri Gauram Vinitayanam Paramanandamaram Sri Chaitanya Ishwaram Panchakalpatarubhyasya Vasindeभ्यो च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः. Hare Krishna. So welcome everybody for today's discussion on Srimad Bhagavatam. Now this is the uh, context in which explaining about the what did Mother Devhuti did after Kapila gave her the transcendental knowledge on the Bhakti Yoga. So basically, we previously discussed, right? Devahuti was asking about all the material things when her husband Kardamuni was with her, and when he actually offered him any benediction. Basically, she asked for progeny. It's not a material thing, but the genuine desire of a housewife. So, but when Kardamuni was about to leave this household life and go to renounce and go take sannyas, and she was concerned, oh, I had this opportunity to, I had such a great opportunity, great blessing to have Kardamuni association, but I just took, I asked only from him the material things. So when Mother Devhuti asked for progeny, Kardamuni thought the facilities that they are living right now, they are living in a small kutir, cottage, and then very austere life. Mm. And Mother Devhuti was like he performed the tapasya for thousands of years, and Mother Devhuti was very sincerely and dedicatedly serving him. But when she asked for progeny, he asked, okay, uh, like he thought like these facilities are not good. So what he did, he just gave instruction to Mother Devhuti to go inside the lake and then take bath. So and before Mother Devhuti goes into the lake, he actually created a aerial mansion. What he did is he just desired to have a aerial mansion. That's it. And it is by the will of the Lord, Krishna sanctioned that benediction. So basically, for everything to happen, hmm, even in the entire spiritual world, even in the material world, even in Sargaloka, even everything, anywhere, there should be sanction of the Lord. Without the sanction of the Lord, not even a blade of grass moves. If we have uh, this understanding, then we'll never be able to complain. We'll never be able to like envy, or we will never come across any negative situation. Because once we take the shelter of Lord, and we know that Krishna is Suhridam Sarvabhutanam, he is the well-wisher, and especially he is Bhakta Vatsala, especially who takes shelter of him, who actually takes surrenders to him, and who becomes his devotee, he is more favorite, like he is more inclined to uh, do good to his surrendered devotees. So, uh, like no anything, everything and anything happens in the life of a devotee is personally monitored, personally uh, like no monitored by Krishna directly himself. We had this thing, right? Krishna has designated different departments to different personalities. Okay, intermaterial world, Mahadev, you take care, and entire creation, Brahmadev, you take care. Okay, all the Sarvalokas and all the departments of light and wealth and different Lakshmi Devi, Indra, Chandra, Vayu, Varna, all those demigods. So, but he kept only one department with him. That department is to reciprocate with his devotees, to look after his devotees. That is the only thing that Krishna does. Uh, and rest of all he outsourced to different like demigods. So as soon as we take shelter of a bona fide guru, and as soon as we surrender our life to Krishna, Krishna will monitor each and every aspect. What prasad we are getting, what day, what time, everything like to the minutest point. And it is everything happens by the sanction of Krishna. So then, what to speak of some major happenings? No, somebody, some reversal happen in our life. Some fortunate, like no, some blessing, like some good thing, or some bad, like so-called bad thing happen in our life. So as soon as we are connected to Krishna, everything that happens in our life is auspicious. A devotee with proper consciousness will never be able to think that something happened in his life which is contrary to Krishna's desire. Because he sees at every aspect, at any aspect of his life, he sees Krishna's hand is personally present. So that's why if you see all the scriptures, they mainly teach us, like especially when the things are good, when the things are going well, happy family life, and everything good wealth and good health, and everything is going well. Everybody will be like no, many devotees will take up to spiritual path, but non-devotees will never take to spiritual path. If they Janma Ishwara Sruta Sri Viryadamana Madhapuman means, as Kunti Maharani says, scriptures also says, somebody who is has too much of wealth, too much of beauty, Janma, higher birth, Aishwarya, lot of wealth, Shruti, too much of learning, scholarship, Sri, beauty, that kind of persons very difficult to become devotees. But when with respect devotee, even if the devotee has all these qualities, he still will be favorable, and like Yudhishthir Maharaj, Prahlad Maharaj, all the exalted personalities, they have all these opulences. Even the demigods have all these opulences. Still, they are fully surrendered to Krishna and fully dedicated to, and they are fully Krishna conscious and they are devotees. But when some reversals comes in their life, even the personality like Yudhishthir Maharaj, one time he became depressed. So I was like Samrat, and I was like, I did Rajya again. I had this so many kings under me, and now see my position. And he was lamenting, saying Bhima, saying Draupadi, and all those things. So at that point, after I don't know the sage's name, so he narrates the story of Nala and Damayanti, how they went to a lot of hardships and all those things. So if a personality like the Yudhishthir Maharaj can get bewildered, and what to speak of us. Among all the Pandavas, Krishna respected Yudhishthir Maharaj the most. It is said that in Kurukshetra war, he loved all the Pandavas very much because of they followed the instructions of Kunti Maharani, who was a devotee. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, who was actually Dharma personified. Anybody following Dharma means following the instructions of Krishna and sacrificing everything, just for the sake of, like when this in the Pandava and in the Mahabharata, when they lost all the kingdom and they went to the forest. After they are supposed to stay in the forest for 13 years, 12 years of exile and 1 year of incognito. So after 13 days, Bhima says, now 13 years can be equal to 13 days. Let us go back and ask our kingdom. And Ishwar says, no, 13 years means 13 years. We have to. So he was such a person dedicated to the truth, dedicated to Dharma. So basically, if they would have gone back before 13 days, now they would have good chance, because a lot of kings were on their side of Yudhishthira Maharaj, and they have a lot of opulence also, they have a lot of power also. So they had a good possibility of, like rather than 7 Akshinis army, they would have got at least equal number of Akshinis of Sena if they went for fight. But Dharma would not have been on their side. Krishna would not have come on their side. So basically, if you see all the scriptures, even like when Krishna comes personally as Ram, he exhibited following Dharma, like how to take the reversals, how to lead the human form of life with integrity. That's how he exemplified. So, in the same way, in the life of a devotee, reversals come, and devotees take those reversals and take more surrender to Krishna's lotus feet. They have become more like until that point of time they are doing bhakti. Their bhakti is going in a certain pace, but when some reversals come, their bhakti immediately it becomes intense and it becomes they move into fast track mode. Hmm. So they become so closer, so advanced in their devotion. They become much closer to Krishna and devotees and spiritual master and devotees. So that was the that was the mood of a genuine devotee. And but with respect to Krishna, Krishna always likes to glorify his devotees. Hmm. So uh, like Krishna says in 11th canto when he was instructing Uddhava, he says Madbhakta Puja Abhyadika means my devotees, worship of my devotees is greater than my worship. Hmm? If you have the option to worship a devotee and worship the Supreme Lord, you first worship the devotee first. That's why daily we start our morning program with Hamsara Davana. That is Guru Ashtam. That is worship of spiritual master. Hmm. So, what one may say, then all the demigods are Krishna's devotees. Then I will worship demigods only instead of worshipping Krishna. It's not like that, okay? The demigods are on a mixed devotees. They are not on a pure platform, and it is not intelligent to worship demigods. But if you want to worship devotees, worship spiritual master. Worship the devotees who actually have nothing, anything, don't have anything but Krishna. They don't have any position, any power, anything, but only Krishna is there. That kind of devotees, pure devotees. So this Krishna exemplified there are many pastimes where Krishna exhibited this importance of respecting a devotee and because what is the symptom of a devotee? What is the main symptom of a devotee? Hmm? In the second verse of Srimad Bhagavatam, Vyasadeva right? Dharma projita kaitavatra paramo nirmasaranam satam vedam vastamatra vastu shivadam tapatrayoन्मूलनम Srimad Bhagavate Mahamani Krute Kim va parayarishvara Sadyo Hruddhavaritta Tirtha means this Srimad Bhagavatam rejects all the cheating religion. And this Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for Nirmasara, the devotees who are free from envy. So it is vice versa. Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for somebody who is envious, who is free from envy, and somebody who reads Srimad Bhagavatam becomes non-envious. Means Srimad Bhagavatam is meant for devotees, and whoever reads Srimad Bhagavatam with right spirit and right association, they becomes devotees. And Vyasdev stresses the point. Srimad Bhagavate Mahamanvid Kimva Parereshwara. What else you need? You just need Srimad Bhagavatam. That's it. This is written by Vyasdeva, and as soon as you read Srimad Bhagavatam, Sadyo Hruddhavaritta Tirtha Pratibi Susrishtabhi Tatshanat. As soon as you read Srimad Bhagavatam, immediately you will realize Supreme Personality of Godhead, and Krishna is established within the heart of a devotee. First of all, devotees will become non-envious, and as soon as they read Srimad Bhagavatam, Lord Himself is personally becomes established in the heart. So that is the main first and main characteristics of a devotee. Devotee is never envious. Because devotees always sees Krishna's sanction, because always see Krishna's hand in everything. So even if some material opulence, some kind of all these so-called envious aspects, like when does this aspect of envy comes in? When somebody is more opulent, somebody is more beautiful, somebody is more scholarly, somebody is more powerful, no? And we compare with them, and why not me? Why only that person? That is the aspect of you. But with when you have the heart of a devotee, nothing happens without the sanction of the Lord. So when the Lord has sanctioned that person to have more power, more beauty, more knowledge, more skills, means there is a purpose for it. Okay, let me try. Let me if I desire to have such skills, and let me take inspiration from him and do my best. That's all. And he is grateful whatever Krishna has sanctioned to him. He might be if a very opulent person is traveling in some Mercedes Benz or like costly or more elegant cars, a devotee might travel in a basic car. Mm. And he is fully satisfied with that. And devotees don't want to display their powers and opulences in front of others. Prabhupada writes that devotees are never attached to decorating their bodies. Devotees are never attached to their glorification. In fact, in Mahabharata, it is said that, right? Self glorification is equivalent to death. Because the past time when Arjuna wanted to give up his life because he spoke something against Yudhishthir Maharaj. And then Krishna says, you don't have to give up you don't have to commit suicide or give up your body. You just glorify yourself. It is as good as committing suicide. And devotees consider the self glorification is as soon as such a what do you call that is abominable thing. So, but like they glorify the Lord, they will glorify the devotees. The glorification is all glories to you. I am Das and you are Prabhu. Glorification is not meant for me. Glorification is meant for other devotees and for Krishna only and spiritual master. As soon as, like, it is a duty of a devotee to glorify other devotees. But as soon as some glorification comes upon us, immediately we have to transfer it to spiritual master, Krishna or his Krishna devotees. No glorification, like glorification is like somebody hands you a very hot iron pan. You cannot hold it for long. Immediately you will transfer it. Immediately you will throw it off. So like that, glorification immediately has to be transferred to Krishna and his devotees and spiritual master. Because Krishna can handle everything. We cannot handle anything and everything. So, but with respect to devotees, glorifying devotees and respecting devotees, Krishna take it very, 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 very personally. We insult a devotee, either knowingly or unknowingly, immediately our bhakti is affected. And like I was yesterday explaining about this, one time Prabhu Goswami was sitting in his meditation and he was witnessing the Radha Krishna pastime in his during his chanting. And one devotee who has some physical disability, who walks in a kind of funny way, he was walking in front of Prabhu Goswami. At that point of time, Prabhu Goswami loudly laughed, looking at he didn't laugh at the devotee, he laughed at the pastime that he is witnessing in his meditation. And this devotee got offended. Immediately, Prabhu Goswami vision is lost. Do you remember that devotee's first name? Okay. So, but and after that, he was not able to have Krishna's vision, Krishna's pastime during his meditation. So he became very much worried. I don't know, I have something great offense has happened because of me. So he doesn't know how to handle this. So he goes Sanatana Goswami, explains the situation. And Sanatana Goswami says, you do one thing, you hold a feast. You give grand feast to all the Brajavasis, all the saintly persons, you invite all the devotees for the feast. And Rupa Goswami follows the instructions of Sanatana Goswami, and he invites all the devotees. So everybody, all the exalted devotees in Vrindavan, they come except this disabled devotee. So when Rupa Goswami found out that he didn't come, means I have offended this person. So he personally goes to there and begs forgiveness, and he says, "How did I offend you? Like I don't realize when I offended you." Then this person says, "No, I was walking in front of you, laughed at me loudly." Then Rupa Goswami says, "Please forgive me, Prabhu. I didn't offend you. I didn't laugh at you. When I meditate, I see Radha Krishna's pastimes, and he explains about the pastime in his dream. Like Radharani was like Krishna held Radharani to pluck a fruit, but when Radharani held a branch, Krishna left Radharani, and Radharani is hanging on a branch, and Radharani was shouting for Krishna. So witnessing that sweet pastime, I laughed loudly. So when the devotee heard this, that Rupa Goswami has such kind of reciprocation from Krishna, he became very grateful, and he actually admired Rupa Goswami. Then at that time onwards, again Rupa Goswami was able to retain his darshan of the Lord. So, and there are few more pastimes, especially in Ramayana, right? So what happened, like when Lord Ram and Lakshman goes to Sugriva to make this friendship. So, like Lord Ram is the king, Sugriva is the king. So what happened? Sugriva honored Lord Ram and offered a seat to Lord Ram, but Lakshman was standing beside Lord Ram. He said, "Lakshman is servant of Ram. I don't have to respect Lakshman." So this this agreement happened between Ram and Sugriva, that like you kill Vali and I will help in finding Mother Sita. So then Ram says, "Okay, now you go and fight with your brother. You invite your brother to fight." So Sugriva goes and then challenges Vali, and Vali comes out and he gives full beating to Sugriva. And Sugriva somehow, when he was about to get the last blow, he somehow escapes from there and then comes in battle around. "See, I unnecessarily trusted you. I know I can't defeat my Vali, my brother Vali. So, but based on your by trusting you, I went to fight with Vali. Why you going to then he actually not in a, like in a kind of aggressive mode. He actually he petitioned like I trusted you, Ram. I never expected that you would actually disappoint me like this. And Ram says, "Oh, you brothers are looking similar. I was not able to figure it out who is what. You and your brother look similar." But the same Lord sits in the form of Paramatma in the heart. He knows everything. But he wanted to teach him a lesson. So then Lakshman has understood what Sugriva has. So Lakshman says, "What Lakshman brought a garland and put in the garlanded this Sugriva." So when he got the blessing from Lakshman, then Lord Ram is satisfied. So when the next time when Sugriva goes to fight, Lord Ram saves him and kills Vali. So unless we receive the mercy of the spiritual master, not somebody will be very serious in deity worship, very serious in their Krishna conscious life, but they have very less regard for the devotees and the spiritual master. Oh, spiritual master is only medium. His job is just to initiate me, and then that's it, done. Now it is between me and Krishna. So such kind of devotees, they have to go through episode of getting beaten by Maya again and again. When they finally realize that unless I have the mercy of the spiritual master, Krishna is not going to look at my face. Then that person will become serious. And like that's why every devotee has to be respected and worshipped and treated as good, are actually more than the Lord. Then Krishna will be more pleased. Like, so when you want to impress parents, what is the best thing to do? Is to pamper their kids. So when the kids are taken care nicely, like Shamshiro would, that's why Shamshiro is very favorite of all the parents. She takes care of the kids. And as soon as the kids are nicely taken care, and parents are very much pleased and very much and with respect to Krishna also, when we serve devotees, when we do service to devotees, when we respect devotees, and when we maintain humble position in front of devotees, Krishna is very much pleased. And another pastime is that Ambarish Maharaj and Durvasani, right? Krishna says, Sadhavo Hridayamayam Sadhanam. So I am in the heart of my devotees, and my devotees are in my heart. So means if we are actually uh, offending any devotee, means we are directly giving pain to the heart of Krishna. So that is a very, very, very sensitive area in the spiritual circles. So we should be very careful. But now, like Prabhupada actually went on to a level that now when you see a sannyasi, even if he is a Mayavadi sannyasi, you pay him obeisances. Don't argue with him. Don't pick up fights with the Mayavadis, even if they are sannyasis also. So now we should not apply only this to sannyasis, but we should respect every living entity, even the animals also, even because they are all part and parcels of Krishna. And but when it comes to when it comes to putting forth our point, we should humbly put it, not in a challenging mode. Devotee should never be like aggressive, blaspheming other devotees is the last thing that we should actually like. We should never do that. You might there might be many defects in other devotees. That their devotion might not be up to the mark. It is none of our business. Our business is only to respect the devotee and either from distance or like when you are in the proximity, we should respect the devotee, make him feel good. And all the anarthas, all the deficiencies, it is between him and Krishna, or between him and his spiritual master or Shiksha Guru. But it is not our business. Even if the devotee is doing something mistake, we should, as much as possible, should not try to enter into that area. Because even I was for example, somebody doing some service, something is not up to the mark, or something can be, like some feedback can be given, like some suggestions can be given. So when I try to give that suggestions also, I felt that it caused some kind of displeasure in them, some kind of they are not happy. Means like it's not like they are not they didn't feel bad, but they are not happy with the suggestion also. Then what I thought, okay, let's not give the suggestion. You don't have to give it. That is not none of our business. It is like if they have to come to know, they will come to know by somehow or other. So even that kind of displeasure, any kind of discomfort to devotees should be avoided. So as we advance in our spiritual life, we should be more and more and more subtle, more and more subtler way. We should try to avoid committing the four offenses. So the subtlest way of committing offense is even mentally offending a devotee. That is called violence. A devotee or any other living entities. Okay. So when we are on the mental level, on the subtler level, if we are careful, then there is a uh, very minor chances, very less chances that we commit gross offenses. So that's what I can think of. If anybody have any questions or comments, we can take it.
Can you tell more about like self glorification, as you know, glorifying himself and he often that.
You want me to narrate that past?
Yeah, I mean, what happened? Why he was.
So actually what happens is, one time, like when Karna and Arjuna were on the battlefield, uh, Duryodhana asked Karna, today somehow or other you capture this Yudhishthira Maharaj and give it to me. And what I will do, I will make him do a gambling match, and again I will send him to the forest. And that time Karna was very much bent upon somehow or other capturing Yudhishthira Maharaj. So, so then when Karna came in front of Yudhishthira Maharaj, there is a fight between Yudhishthira Maharaj and Karna. And Karna is very powerful when compared to in archery. So Yudhishthira Maharaj also knows like archery well, but not as good as Karna. So what happened? Karna badly injured Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Yudhishthira Maharaj like somehow that escapes and goes back to his tent. Then Arjuna comes to know that Yudhishthira Maharaj was hurt. So instead of going to challenge Karna, he wanted to see he wanted to see how Yudhishthira Maharaj is doing. So he comes to the tent of Yudhishthira Maharaj along with Krishna. And this incident of Karna, like when Karna actually defeated Yudhishthira Maharaj and no, injured Yudhishthira Maharaj, he humiliates Yudhishthira Maharaj so badly, like such a like a you gambler, you don't know, like you go and do some gambling work, or be like like servant to somebody. Why you came to fight like that? He chastises Yudhishthira Maharaj so much. For a personality like Yudhishthira Maharaj, especially the Kshatriya is a king, right? These insults are unbearable. So he was in such an anxiety. And this news spread entire Kurukshetra camp that Karna insulted Yudhishthira Maharaj, Karna defeated Yudhishthira Maharaj, all those things. And Yudhishthira Maharaj was feeling so much of kind of pain. So when after some time when Arjuna came to see along with Krishna to see Yudhishthira Maharaj, then Yudhishthira Maharaj thought like Arjuna actually killed Karna and then came to him in front of him. So, and Yudhishthira went to Arjuna, said, oh Arjuna, did you kill Karna? No, I'm very eager to know how the battle went on. Can you describe how the battle went on? Like that, he with kind of expectation that Karna's death has happened. Yudhishthira is expecting that. But Arjuna says, oh my dear brother, sorry, I didn't confront Karna. As soon as I heard that you are hurt, I came to see you about your well-being. And Yudhishthira Maharaj becomes so upset and says, no, what is the use of this? Not like your skills and your Gandiva. Throw your Gandiva and just go away. Like that he says. But Arjuna has this. Arjuna had a promise. Anybody tells Arjuna to give away his Gandiva, he promised that he will kill that person. Now Arjuna immediately started picking up the sword, and he was going towards Yudhishthira Maharaj, and Krishna was there. Krishna says, "Hey Arjun, what are you doing?" And Arjuna says, "I'm sorry, Madhava. I have I made the promise that anybody who tells me to give up Gandiva, I will kill him. So now, in order to fulfill my promise, in order to be truthful, I should actually kill my Yudhishthira, my brother." Then Arjuna says, are you crazy or what? If you kill your brother, entire war is over right now. So then Krishna says, you do one thing, you just give him, like chastise him severely. If a younger person chastises elder person, it is as good as death to the elder person. It is as good as killing elder person. So, especially in age, in social position, if a younger guy chastises or reprimands the elder person, it is as good as killing them. that offense will that offense will be accumulated in the account of that younger guy. Okay. So that's why with respect to senior devotees and seniors to us, we should be very careful not to chastise them, not to speak harshly to them. So then Arjuna chastises Yudhishthira Maharaj, you are such a addicted person, you are addicted to gambling, because of you only. We lost everything, our Draupadi got insulted so much. Like that, the Yudhishthira had no faults, but still he wanted to chastise him. So somehow he chastises. And Yudhishthira Maharaj, felt so bad. See, I'm like, and then he said, I wanted to give up my life. Yudhishthira Maharaj thought of going. Immediately, Arjuna fell on the feet of Yudhishthira Maharaj and started crying. No, this is only to fulfill my promise. I have to give this trouble. I don't have any kind of negativity upon you. Like that, he begs. And Krishna consults Yudhishthira Maharaj. No, see, this Arjuna has this promise. He has to fulfill his promise. In those days, somebody promised means they will never go back on their promise, especially the Kshatriyas. So Yudhishthira Maharaj, okay. Then Arjuna picked up his sword and he was about to kill himself. And Krishna said, hey, what are you doing? Wait, what are you doing? Krishna, I don't deserve to live after blaspheming my elder brother and such an exalted personality like Yudhishthira Maharaj. I wish to die. I have to give up my life. So then what happened? Krishna says, okay, but don't worry. Like, don't kill yourself, because you just glorify yourself. And if you glorify yourself, it is as good as death. So Arjuna started, okay, glorifying, I'm this, I'm that, I'm that. He glorified himself for some time. And everything is settled. So, like that, Arjuna actually somehow by Krishna's mercy, both of them are saved. Okay. Hare Krishna, any questions from anyone?
Amazing class, bro. Amazing. Very inspiring. Wow. Yeah, what? What can see?
All good is to sleep. Okay. Hare Krishna, online. Anybody have any questions?
Very nice class, Prabhuji. Thank you.
Hare Krishna. Sorry, can you speak again?
Thank you, Bhagavat Acharya Prabhu. Wonderful class. Hare Krishna. Hare
Krishna. India Granthra Srimad Bhagavatam ki jai, Shri Prabhupada ki Anupur Vaishnava ki jai.
His grace, Bhagavat Acharya, bro.
Thank you so much, Prabhuji. Thank you, Pranam.
Thanks.